This is my summary blog of my experience after the organizational behavior class here at Walsh. I have been working as a controller. I have been in my field now for about 17 years, have been a manager of people for probably about 14 of those years. At this current time, I have 7 direct reports, two of them that actually report to me that work remotely at a different location. I think one of the biggest things that I discovered about myself taking this class is my tendency to want to direct my direct reports instead of asking them their opinion or letting them have more of a role in deciding on how we're going to do something. They all are a very good group of people to work with, and they do a good job at their position. However, when there is a problem, I do have a tendency to tell them what I think the best way is for them to handle it instead of involving them more and letting them be part of making this decision. Another thing that I have found by taking this class is within my professional career to get my team to be more of a group than just rather than a working team is motivation. I always assume, and I think it's just human nature, that you assume other people are motivated the same way that you are. I don't know if I've ever asked my direct reports what motivates them or what they would prefer. And this is something I think I'm going to try within my group, is to ask them what they would prefer. I actually was able this week to come down and spend some one-on-one time here in Arizona with the girls that work remotely. And I did ask them what would motivate them more. And I do worry about them with them working remotely, that they're not going to feel part of the group as much as the others that are at the same location as I. They both said to me they would like to know more about what's going on and would like to be involved and to be able to see where their career is progressing. So one of the things that I have found what is working well is the fact that I do make sure that one-on-one communication happens, and I've set up a meeting with them on a weekly basis to communicate with them, and keeping that going I think has been a good thing. But I also am going to start to develop more of a career guidance, professional development program for them so that they can see where their career is going and be more of the group, keep them more in the loops of the communication of things that are happening at the corporate level where they might not hear as much about it since they are at a remote location. I found it very interesting also to learn more about perceptions. I actually am just now, next week we'll find out my results of a 360 that is being done on me at work. They have selected the group of my direct reports to interview and do the 360 on myself, also my peers, my boss, and then all the different general managers of the divisions. So to understand that while everybody's perception might not be the same, to see how people perceive me in the workplace, I think will be very interesting and help me grow professionally. I enjoyed learning about the virtual teams. Considering this is the first time I've taken online classes here at Walsh for my MBA program. I always was a traditional student for my bachelor's degree. Understanding the different aspects of a virtual group and the different dynamics will, I think, help me going forward as I proceed through going on the online classes to receive my MBA. The major theme that stuck forward to me as we were going over all the different topics, it comes down to communication for me. I feel motivating people and the different group dynamics all comes down to communication. How you communicate, the interpersonal skills are so important. And I'm going to, in my own personal life and going forward in my professional career, and as I advance through the MBA program here at Walsh, try and make a real effort to make sure that I am communicating effectively with people, being honest with them, and communicating in the right connections, the right means and modes of how you communicate, to make sure that the perceptions that are coming across to the other people are the ones that you want them to have. I think it will help me professionally and within getting my degree, and even in my personal life. So that was the major theme that really came across to me from taking this organizational behavior class.